Hey, can you guess where I'm at? I was really surprised to be sent here. I've been sent to Singapore Airport. Normally, when we think about an airport, we think about flying in, flying out, getting to our destination. But Singapore Airport is one of the largest in the world. And inside the airport, they have a waterfall, a hotel, a pool, a movie theater. It's actually a destination on your way to your destination. And it was perfect for our next challenge. Yesterday, we talked about looking at resources and how we can create them. So I bought this book, The Paper Airplane Challenge. The next virtual science fair challenge from the South Florida Science Center is the Airplane Challenge. So I bought this book. Now you can see it was bargain priced at $7.98, but I didn't pay that. By the time it was reduced on clearance and I used my membership, I got it for about $2.50. This book has lots of cool things in it, but we can adapt them. One of the things in this book is it has a series of targets for your airplane. I could definitely make those. It has a runway so you can practice landing on a space. I could definitely make this, and so could you. But in order to use these, you need a paper airplane. Now, learning to make a paper airplane is an essential kid skill. Everybody should know how to do it. I remember being about 9 when I learned to make my favorite plane. My favorite plane is the Dart airplane. It flies low, sleek, and far. Now, there are lots of resources on there to make a plane, and I had always loved just flying a plane. But when I saw the challenge for South Florida Science Virtual Fair, I can hear a plane outside, can you? When I saw that challenge, they involved a launcher. I don't know why, but I had never used a launcher for my paper airplanes. So I set about doing some research on launchers. Now, launchers are just a way to power your plane by adding some extra potential energy. The simplest one is just a pencil or a pen with a rubber band. And you hook your airplane on and pull it back. And so the thrust comes not only from your arm or wrist, but it comes from the rubber band. Now, this simple launcher system almost doubled the distance my plane flew. Here's the problem. This one, I didn't really like it because I couldn't really have good control with 2 hands. And you can't use it in the contest. So I went on looking for some different launchers. You can see my workspace today is kind of chaotic because I've been trying all kinds of different launchers. And one of the things about a challenge is you have to figure out what works best. Now, the basic launcher is just an inclined plane. You can have a piece of cardboard. I need to somehow raise this. So I saw some clothespins. So I attached a few clothespins to see if I could get this to work. This idea seemed good, but it really didn't stand up very well. I'd have to put something here to block it, and I wasn't that happy with it. So then I thought, what about some binder clips? So I added some binder clips. That worked better, but still really wasn't what I wanted. Then I saw online some things where they cut the cardboard and kind of slid it in. I really like that, but I really intend to play with this launcher a lot, so I want something that's going to last. I found a site called Frugal Fun for Boys, and they had a really simple wooden one. Now, the wooden launcher, I'm almost done with it. It's just 2 pieces of wood that I found in my shed. So the very first thing I did was I pre-drilled some holes. Now, if your parents are going to let you use power tools, remember, you've got to have permission and you've got to be safe with it. So when I was pre-drilling those holes, I made sure I was wearing my safety goggles, and I made sure the surface that I was drilling on could go with it. So I pre-drilled my holes, and then I need something to attach the rubber band system to. So I'm just going to nail. Now, I could have used screws. If I didn't want to nail, I could use some screws, but a nailing to me is a pretty satisfying thing. So I'm going to start this here, put it through, make sure I have my safety goggles on. Remember the hammer, we don't hold it at the end, we hold it up kind of close. A few taps, that one's in. A few taps, that one's in. Now, I have a launcher that's really sturdy, and I'm going to be able to use it a lot. Now, I know in quarantine, we may not have all the things we want. I wanted really big rubber bands, but all I had were these two small ones. Remember, I've taught you how to link them. You put one rubber band through, fold it over, and pull. Now, I have a perfect rubber band for my launcher. I can't wait to see how far this one will launch my paper airplane. So remember, learning to pilot a paper airplane, it's an essential kid skill. If you aren't already an expert, make sure you try that challenge. But then, let's take it to the next level and build a launcher. Now, you can do this challenge to enter it in the Virtual Science Fair. You can do this challenge as a family challenge. I'll be posting some games like the Target game. Or you can do this challenge just because everybody should have the ability to fold a good paper airplane. Let's fly together. Have a great day.